Looks like it's on. All right. So, Microsoft press conference, though, huh? That was pretty exciting. I have to say, I came in with more excitement than I left with, first off. I was really hoping that Microsoft was going to come out and just like shove new games in our face holes. But instead, they just sort of teased sequels of games that we already knew were going to be released. I'm not even entirely sure that there was a game in that entire conference that they announced that I didn't already know was going to come out. I mean, Assassin's Creed Unity we knew about, Evolve we knew about, Forza Horizon 2, Forza 5 DLC, Call of Duty, Sunset Overdrive. I mean, the Dead Rising DLC, I guess you consider a new game, I guess. Not really. They just threw in a bunch of Capcom bullshit and expect us to be excited. Fable Legends we knew about, Project Spark we knew about, Halo we knew about. We didn't know Halo 2 was getting upgraded, even though I think if you're at all a Halo fan, you knew that game was going to get upgraded. New Tomb Raider we knew about, Witcher 3 we knew about, The Division we knew about. Okay, so I didn't know about Scalebound. I didn't know about a new Crackdown. I didn't know about an indie game titled Ori and the Blind Forest. Other than that, I knew every single thing was going to come out. So with that said, I still am not entirely sure what in the flying fuck Microsoft is doing. I don't know if it's they just don't know what gamers want, or if they just don't give a shit what gamers want, because they're so good at marketing at this point that they could like almost literally sell a bag of shit for $60 and millions of people would buy it. And then they would tell you that you need to pay $5 a month more than Xbox Live in order to use it. People would still fucking do it. And I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but this is most certainly Sony's E3 to lose, or Nintendo's E3 to lose at that. I guess if you really want to go Nintendo's route. There was literally a guy sleeping next to me at this conference. And when a conference is like an hour and a half long and it's nothing but lights and sounds and new games and excitement, I think the last thing that Microsoft wanted was somebody to be sleeping during their conference. There's just a few things that I don't know why they did it. Like of all the things they could have shown for The Witcher 3, they showed us chasing a griffin through the woods. I think that's pretty weak sauce. They didn't show us anything for Halo 5. All they did was have her talk about Halo 5 and then explain that they're going to give us all of the Halo games again. And I know that some people are excited for that. I'm actually excited for it, but I own all the Halo games on my 360 already. So again, if you're somebody out there who hasn't bought an Xbox One and is looking for a reason to do it, and you're using this conference as that reason, the only things you really have are somewhat new titles. Sunset Overdrive is exciting. That's a game that I think is going to sell Xboxes. The demo that they showed was really exciting, but the problem with these conferences, again, is that what they show you is like the most polished version of a very specific scene that they have. What they showed us was really, really cool, though. I am really, really excited about that. If Project Spark can do what they're saying it can do, then Little Big Planet is going to look like shit compared to this. I mean, what they have planned for this game is huge, so I'm excited for Project Spark. I'm calling it now. Ori and the Blind Forest is going to be Indie Game of the Year. I don't even know when it releases. I just know it's going to be Indie Game of the Year. Even from that 20-second clip they showed us, that game looks fantastic. Still not even sure if that's an Xbox exclusive, though. They didn't say it was. At least not that I heard. They showed the game Threes is going to be on Xbox One. So in case you don't want to just spend $3 on your phone to play it, you can now spend $500 on an Xbox. And then you can play it that way. Or I guess they're $400 now without Kinect. So $400 game, iPhone game, that's exciting. Tomb Raider, again, not a console exclusive. Witcher 3, not a console exclusive. The Division, not a console exclusive. Crackdown, I would imagine, is going to be one. And that game looked fucking epic. Again, hype trailers are super important because they do exact thing. They get you hyped. I don't think any trailer did it as well as that one did it. Scalebound looks like a game, kind of like Devil May Cry meets Witcher. I'm assuming that the main character is Ellen DeGeneres, judging by what they showed us, which good for her if that's true. I don't know what Phantom Dust is. A cult classic, they called it. Unsure if it's actually a cult classic or just like one guy really enjoyed that game and wants to make another one. Assassin's Creed Unity, not a console exclusive, does have 8-player, or does have up to 4 people online that can play. which is a new kind of cool thing. And the idea that you can assassinate with your bros is pretty badass. Except you know you're gonna have like the one Leroy Jenkins guy on everybody's team that's gonna just fuck up everything constantly. His name's Mark Bluber, in case you're wondering.
Oh yeah.
They showed Evolve for such a short amount of time that I don't have any opinions on it other than what I've already seen in the past, and that it's going to be good. I really wish they would have shown more. But anyway, I guess the point of this YouTube video is simple. I left that conference with thousands of other people that are equally as disappointed as I am. And if you read Twitter or if you read forums, the only people that are excited are those closest to Xbox, those closest to Microsoft. What they did today wasn't good. If I were anybody with any power in Microsoft or in Xbox's corner, I would be very, very nervous that the finishing blow is coming at 6 o'clock tonight Pacific time when Sony comes out and says, you did this, great. Well, here's some actual new games, because I think the last thing in the world we all wanted to see was rehashes of old titles, especially rehashes of old titles that didn't do the job. I mean, Advanced Warfare, I realize, isn't a rehash of an old title, but it's just another fucking Call of Duty game. And what's weird about this year is that typically I am not excited until I see the trailer, and then I leave E3 going, holy shit, I can't wait for the next Call of Duty. This couldn't have been any different. It looked like Titanfall meets Crisis 4, which I would be excited about if either of those two games were announced, but not Call of Duty doing the same shit that we have seen in other games. I don't know, I'm just not excited. And you may call me a cynic, you may call me a PlayStation fanboy or whatever you want to call me, but at the end of the day, you weren't at the conference and I was, and I can tell you the energy in the building was really, really, really low. People from about halfway through the conference, not even that, people about halfway through the Advanced Warfare trailer were mumbling about how this is unbelievably stupid and how people, like, we just want to leave. We could have watched this from home. Microsoft needed to come to this conference showing off games. They need to come to E3 showing off games, and I haven't seen that yet. Show starts tomorrow. I'll be in Microsoft booths tomorrow. I'll be in Sony's on Wednesday. I'll be in Nintendo's on Thursday. So a lot more Microsoft stuff coming from me tomorrow. I'm going to go in hopes high. I'm not going to go in there with my head down. I'm going to act like what I saw today isn't going to have any sort of influence or any sort of bearing on what they're going to bring to the show floor. It's probably going to be hard for them not to do that, though. But at any rate, tonight, Sony conference at 6 o'clock. I'll be live blogging that as well, and then I will be doing my impressions on that, and I'll be uploading that tonight as well. So make sure you follow the YouTube. Make sure you go to realsg.com, where I will be doing all of the live blogging. Subscribe to the YouTube. Head over to Twitch TV, Anthony ACC, and we'll be streaming games here pretty soon and talking about E3 and. Again, you guys have to understand that I'm going to have some pretty heavy opinions on games and how E3 rolls out, but the reason I have these opinions is because I'm looking out for the gamer, not because I'm looking out for the companies. So a lot of the stuff you might read out there is going to be pretty fluffed. I'm not going to fluff it, because at the end of the day, I'm a gamer like you are, and I want to be treated like the money I'm spending is worth it, right? So I do apologize if some of you are going to leave comments and say I'm a fucking troll and blah, blah, blah. Well, you're going to be eating crow when the games come out and they suck. So, with that said, I'm out of here. This is Anthony Accinelli of StrengthGamer.com. I'm here at E3, and shit is tight.